Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So guys, the video that I'm making today is the things that you should look out for when you're getting married to someone, the things that you should know before you get married to someone. I know some may apply to after marriage, but basically this video is going to be about the things that you should know before you get married to someone. This will just help you. It's just a guide to help you to know if the person is right for you or not. So these are the things that you should know before you get married to someone. So before you get married to someone, it's advisable that you be yourself. You don't want to pretend to be someone that you're not, because most of the time before we get married to someone, we tend to pretend, and then after marriage, now you cannot pretend forever. So your true colors start to come out. If you cannot cook, just let the guy know that you cannot cook, but you're willing to learn. If there's certain things that you cannot do, just let the guy know that you're not able to do those things instead of pretending. Don't pretend to be someone that you're not. People always forget that marriage is forever, and you get married to someone, and then because marriage is forever, it will reach a certain time that your true colors will start to show. So I would advise that you just be yourself. If there's certain things that you do not agree with, just let your partner know that you don't like them, and just put it on top of the table that these things I cannot do them, but these things I can do them. Because if you pretend, you cannot pretend forever, because after you're married, you're going to live with this person forever. So it's better you show him your true self, so that if he will love you the way you are, then I think it's a good thing. But sometimes when you pretend, and then later they find out that you're not the person they thought you were, it's going to bring problems, and sometimes it's going to be your fault. So I would advise that you be yourself. When I always tell people to marry their best friends, most of my friends, they tend to disagree with me, because they have a belief that you can never be a best friend to your husband. But I don't think it's true, because this is someone that you're going to spend the rest of your life with. You're supposed to be best friends. You're supposed to share a lot. This is someone that you want to lean your head on their shoulders when you're having problems. And if you're not able to do that, then I don't think that this is actually the right person for you. So I would advise that if you're getting married to someone, try to marry your best friend. You know how best friends are. I don't even need to explain further about this. So try to make this person your best friend before you get married to each other. Someone that you can tell your secrets, someone that you can open up to in case you're having an issue. You can open up to easily. And this person also has to be someone that you can confide in. If you're not able to do that, then I don't really think that this person is the right person for you. So these are the kind of things that you want to look out for before you get married to someone. So I would really recommend that you spend time together, get to know each other before you finally decide to get married, because that way you're able to learn someone. Remember, this is someone that you're going to spend the rest of your life with, and if you don't know anything about this person, then I think you're in for some trouble, because later after marriage, then you'll start noticing some things that probably you don't like, and then this might cause a lot of problems in your marriage. So spend time together, take time when you're dating this person. There is no rush. Like, marriage is forever. So if you're going to rush things, I don't really think it's a good idea. Take time. I know it's different for everyone, because I've seen some people who have gotten married within probably 2 months or a month, and okay, they're doing okay. But according to me, I think you should date someone for a long period of time. I'm not saying 7 years, I'm saying probably a year or two, so that you can learn what this person is like. Get to know this person. Don't get to know this person after you're married, because at that time it's always too late, and you don't want to do that. So get to know this person, take time when you're dating, and this will also help you deal with certain things after you get married. So that is just my opinion. Some other thing that I would recommend you to do before you get married to someone is take these people for who they are. Take this person that you're going to marry for who they are. Because what I'm saying is that sometimes God gives us signs before you get married to someone. For example, let's say you're dating this person and he's always like abusive to you, or he hits you, or let's just say he disrespects you, but we tend to make excuses about things that this other person does, and then sometimes you tell yourself that, oh, he's going to change, or maybe after marriage he's going to be serious in case he's cheating on you. I don't really think that people can really change that much, because there are certain things that even you will just show you that this person is the wrong person. So I really want people to take people for who they are. If you see certain things that this person is doing that gives you like an alarm, like you just say that this thing is wrong, just know that it is wrong. Don't give yourself excuses that this person might change, or maybe he's doing this because of that. So if you see certain things that you know are not okay with you before you get married to this person, take it as it is and don't make excuses. So take people for who they are. Don't make any excuses for them. Some other thing that has caused a lot of problems when people get married, this is after marriage, and then is when people make a mistake of not knowing your partner's family. I think it's really wrong. Before you get married to someone, I think it's proper that you meet their family, see what kind of people they are, if these are people, because remember, they're family, like this is going to be your family, and if you cannot live with these people, then I don't really think it's even worth probably getting married to that family. Okay, when I say this is because sometimes you're dating someone who their family, they don't like you. Yeah, so if your partner sometimes sides with them, yeah, this person that you're going to marry sides with them most of the time or all of the time, then that should actually ring a bell, because this is a family that you're going to get married to, and if they don't like you and their son or their daughter is siding with them, then I don't think this marriage is going to work. So I would advise that you get to know their families, get to know their family, and get to know the kind of family that you're going to get married into, if they like you or they don't like you, if you can live with it or if you cannot live with it, if your partner is okay with it for them not liking you, or if he's on your side. So I would really recommend to get to know their family, because sometimes we tend to forget their family until after the marriage. That's when you get to meet your spouse's family members, which I don't think is okay. You should meet them before you get married. Some other thing which I know most of you are not going to agree with is try to make the partner the person you want him to be. Like, try to change certain things that you feel you can change. When I say this is because there's certain things, like, we are human beings, we are not perfect, but there's certain things that you can change in someone. Or if someone really loves you, you can give them a chance. So when you're dating someone and you feel that this person is up to your standards, like let's say 90%, and as humans, we are not perfect. So there's certain things in us that people can actually change. So before you get married to someone, deal with that issue first before you get married. Try to make him understand how you want him to be. And if he's not willing to change, then I think this will depend on you. Then I think that this marriage will actually not be okay, because probably those things you're not okay with, but because you've given this person a chance to change, and this person is not willing to. So I think that you should deal with issues before you get married. Try to change this person. If for example, let's say he's someone who doesn't pick up after himself, and you want him to be doing that, try to let him know that I would like you to be picking after yourself. Yeah. So if this person doesn't change, and this is something that is really important to you, then I think it means that probably you'll be having problems in the future. So I would suggest that you try to change this person. If he's not willing to change, then probably you can call it off if it's okay with you. But if you're willing to move on with that, which I know later on will bring issues for you, then you can just move on. But I know that you should give people a chance. The whole point is try to give this person a chance. Yeah, try to deal with issues before you get married than dealing with them after you get married, because after you get married, there's nothing much you can do. you have to know that marriage is not a bed of roses. Like, you're going to disagree. Some people have it in mind that when you get married to someone, you know, when you're dating it's different, but when you're married you're going to live with this person for the rest of your life. Like, you're bound to disagree on certain things, you're bound to disagree on how you're going to raise your kids. And I just feel like you should know this, because some people have the wrong, like I said before, they have all it, they get it all wrong. Like, you're two different people with different ideas and different opinions. So, and also after you get married, you're going to have other people living with you, so it's not going to be as it was when you're dating. Because I've had friends complain, oh, I have his friends are coming over every day, every time, so sometimes all these things make it not a bed of roses as we tend to think. And this issue of having breakfast in bed sometimes is not going to work out, because later on you're going to have kids and you're going to be so busy and your finances are going to be so tight. So you have to hold on and you have to learn to work things out. But just know that marriage is not a bed of roses. We tend to disagree because we are two different human beings, and it's just normal. Yeah, so just work on how you're going to solve your issues after your marriage. So some other thing that you guys need to know before you get married is that marriage is all about sacrifice. And what I mean is that you're going to be sacrificing a lot of things. Your space, for example, your space. Like, probably you were this bachelorette that you're living alone for the longest time possible, and then you get married, so you're not willing, like, you're not used to sharing your space. And now you're going to have, like, your husband, and then there's going to be kids, and then there's going to be relatives and family members, and your house is going to be so crowded. So you have to know that marriage is all about sacrifice. There's so much that we need to sacrifice after marriage. Like, for example, for me, I'm not able to go probably out like I used to go. Like, most of the time I try to go out and my mind is just at home because I left kids at home. So I'm not able to even go out. Like, my life is not the same as before I got married. Like, before I got married, I would go to town anytime I wanted. I would go to bed anytime I wanted. You would cook anything that you want to eat. But after marriage, there's certain things that your partner probably doesn't like, and you're going to sacrifice some of the things that you used to do and start doing things the way he likes. I know this sounds a little bit, some people might disagree with this, but I think it's really true, because after marriage things just tend to change. We tend to sacrifice a lot. You're going to be having babies. That means that you're going to sacrifice your body and you're going to get stretch marks. So that is married. You're going to expect that. And your finances, you're going to start splitting. You're going to have to sacrifice. You probably, before you get married, you would buy hair, you buy nice clothes every month. But now after marriage, now you have to work on, you have to work on your accounts. Like, you have to agree with your partner, like, we're going to be spending this amount of money on food, on this and this and this and this, and therefore that is all about sacrifice. So when these things come along after you get married, just know that marriage is all about sacrifice. You're not going to have it your way. It's now, any decision that you make, you're going to involve your partner. It's never about you only. It involves a whole lot of people. Like, every decision you make, it involves a lot of people. It's not just about you anymore. So before you get married, I want you to know that communication is key to every marriage. Yeah, so you should learn to communicate more than the way probably you used to. Let your partner know that you want this and this and this and that. Don't keep quiet, because we are not angels, we're not God. If you keep quiet, maybe something is bothering you. My husband will not know what is bothering me. So unless you talk, unless you tell him that this thing is, and men are just wired differently. Like, you have to tell them. If you don't tell them, they'll just be like, if you can't tell them, then how are they going to know what's bothering you? Yeah. So you should learn to communicate, learn to let them know what you want and what you don't want. Put everything on the table before you get married. Just let your partner know that I don't like this and I don't want this. And if they're able to to accept everything that you want and accept you as you are, then I think it's good. So learn to communicate with your partner. Let them know exactly what you think about something. this is because you're going to spend the rest of your lives together. So if you're not able to communicate, then it's going to bring a lot of issues. They're going to be, communication is key. Let me just tell you, communication is key to every marriage. Like if you cannot communicate, you're going to be having issues. It's just the same as when you're probably living with someone. If you don't communicate, if you don't let this person know what you like, if you don't let them know that I don't like this, they're not able to know. They're not God. So I think it's really key to communicate with your partner even before you get married. Let them know what you like. Let them know like everything about you. So I just recommend that you learn to communicate. So some other thing that you have to know before you get married to someone is if you're compatible with this person. When you're compatible with someone, you tend to solve like serious problems you're able to solve. You don't want to change this person. Yeah, probably you don't like the way he dresses, but you love him anyway. You don't question your love, like you just love him. Yeah. And another thing that will show you guys that you're compatible is like you enjoy spending time apart from each other. Like you're able to enjoy yourself when you're away from this other person. And also some other thing that will show you that you're compatible with this person is that you fight. When you fight, it means that you don't pretend. Like you're able to tell this person, I don't like this, I don't like that. So you're able to fight. So try to find someone who you're compatible with, like you agree on most of the things. I'm not saying you agree 100%, but at least even 90%. So compatibility is really key when you're going to get married to someone, because you want to live with this person you're able to live with in the same environment for the rest of your life. So if you're not compatible, then there are going to be a lot of issues between you two. So I think that is all, and I'm so glad that you guys are able to watch this video today. I really don't have, in case you have any point that I missed out on, please feel free to leave your comments down below so that I'm able to know. And I'm so glad, I would really like to hear from you guys so that we help these people who are looking into getting married very soon, so that you're able to help them. You know, I don't know everything. This is just my view, and I know some of them you might disagree with, but it's okay. You know, we are two different people. Yeah. So guys, I hope that you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, and see you in my next video.